see. Big piece of pork, man. That's what you ordered? That's the biggest cutlet I've ever had in my life. Wow, 5 centimeters.
Osaka, often referred to as the kitchen of Japan, is a city I had the pleasure of spending a few days in during my recent 1-month-long trip to this historic and culturally rich country. Join me in this video as I embark on a 3-day gastronomically packed adventure in this rich culinary city that has me longing to come back for more.
These guys are like machines, man. I'm pretty happy with this. Wow.
Right now we are walking in the infamous Dotonbori area. Very lively, very bustling, full of energy, vibrant lights, lots of shopping, lots of places to eat out here, and couldn't come to Osaka without seeing this for once. So right now we're on the hunt for takoyaki. It's a long queue, but I think it should move pretty fast though. So this shop here appears to be the more popular one because there's one just across the street from it, and there's less people, so we're gonna wait for the one where everybody else is at. Well, they got a variety of takoyaki. They got a regular menu, an extra large green onion one that I saw somebody take away. It looked pretty extreme in terms of the flavor. And then they got half and half, and then you get a variety platter. If you have a big appetite or you're sharing with a bunch of people, you can get one with at least 12 of them on there. So we're gonna do 6 of just the regular menu item. And it goes for about 630 yen, and you order from a little vending machine kiosk like everywhere else in Japan pretty much. It's really cool. Oh. These guys are like machines, man. Like robots, just churning them out. These 2 little skewers that you can use like chopsticks, or you can just poke the takoyaki. We went with the regular one. It comes with some like teriyaki sauce and some mayonnaise. What I like about these is they actually look a lot smaller than some of those we've had before in the past. But Jiki actually said it's not as crispy, so we'll see, we'll find out.
Hot na.
Hot.
Why you eat the whole bowl?
So you can taste the big chunks of octopus in there. The piece I had was a little bit crispy, more soggy and tender. I wish it was more crispy, but it tastes really good though. So right now we are walking down the heart of Dotonbori, and the lane goes as far as the eye can see. I mean, this is way bigger in magnitude compared to Ximending in Taipei. It actually even looks a lot bigger than Shibuya in Tokyo. It's just bustling with nightlife. So this thing, just a waffle on the outside, loaded with mozzarella cheese that's gonna stretch apart as we bite into it. We had one of these in Seoul last year near the castle, and we paid a fraction of what we paid here in Dotonbori. They're charging 500 yen for one of these, which in my opinion is a little bit priced, but this place is a bit of a tourist trap, and that's what you're gonna expect coming here, right? But try it, it's definitely good, it's worth it if you like cheese and waffles. So here we go. I'm sorry, she just bit into the waffle. The cheese is gonna be deep in the center. So Jiki bit into it. She couldn't get the cheese just yet, just the waffles. I'll do the honors.
Oh. So look at the puppies.
Cheese just like stretching apart like when you pull a pizza off the pie. Wow. It is good though, man. If you like waffles, which I'm a huge fan of, and mozzarella type cheese, that's very good.
Yeah. So you want more, Daddy?
Alright, it's good. It is good. It's part of the whole experience. There's this place called Osaka 5cm Tonkatsu Chiyomatsu, and it's pretty famous for the tonkatsu. I guess the name implies that they give you a 5 centimeter thick cutlet. It's a long queue right here right now that we're waiting. We've been waiting for about 20 minutes. It's about an hour and a half. probably 2-hour wait. We are gonna wait today. We're gonna be crazy and wait with the rest of the crowd and to see what the hype is all about. So let's go. So they actually have a shop like near the subway. So if you get tired of waiting and you just want the cutlet in a sandwich form, you can actually walk 3 minutes to the subway and just bypass all this. But we're here for the good stuff. Big piece of pork, man. Wow. That's what you ordered?
Yeah.
Okay. It's so tender. That's the biggest cut that I've ever had in my life. Wow, 5 centimeters. Alright, so underneath they got this bed of rice with the egg. So big. So what I'm eating is actually the supreme cut. It's 5 centimeters thick. The description says they actually cook it, slow cook it for 24 hours, which is why such a thick piece of meat like this is quite tender when you bite into it. Serve it over a bed of rice with some egg, typical mirin sauce flavor. Very good, but the highlight is the tenderness of the pork. Behind me, there's actually a stockpile of the katsu pork just waiting to be deep fried. If you're a history buff looking to learn a little bit more about the history of Osaka, one of the places I really enjoyed during our trip aside from eating was a museum of housing and living. The main attraction in coming here was being able to see a life-size recreation of what an Osaka town looked like during the historical Edo period, as well as the various exhibits that provide you with a visual glimpse of the transformation of Japan in its past. It is one of the most beautiful museums I have ever visited and offered us a wonderful experience. Alright, so it's dinner time and we are in the heart of the Tenjinbashi shopping district. So we tried to go to this pretty famous spot for meat. It's Yakiniku Kitan, and it's a pretty famous spot, and unfortunately they only take reservations and they didn't have opening for us, so we found a similar spot. It's called Rock Amemura, and we're here now. You actually order from the vending machine. They have a variety of steak bowls, high quality meat, Kobe beef, and we ordered a couple of those, and we're gonna get a draft beer to kind of pair with that to satisfy our meat cravings. Prior to this trip, we spent a lot of time in Hokkaido and we ate a lot of seafood, so we're kind of seafooded out, and so right now we're just craving nothing but meats for the next couple of days, so here we are. We ordered 2 separate sets. Each set comes with Kobe beef. It's actually the sirloin steak. They ran out of their flagship product. Unfortunately, it sold out kind of later in the day, but the sets come with some soup and some salads. And what's nice about this is the bowl of meat on top of the rice actually comes with a runny yolk, and it's an option you can add to it, and we chose to go with that. Just see how it is. Alright, here we go. So first bite of this Kobe beef sirloin steak. I drizzled that egg yolk on top of it to get that glossy coating. Take the first bite. Wow, so tender. Wow. It's got like a little bit of a teriyaki glaze to it, and they sprinkle a bunch of black pepper on top of it, but the seasoning is very mild. You can taste that beef, the natural flavors of that beef, and the fat. It's really good. Getting a scoop here with some of that rice drenched in that sauce. And that piece right there looks so medium rare. Nice. I don't know how much better it would have been at that famous Yakiniku Kitan place, but I'm pretty happy with this. There's no wait. Quality is superb. This must be like the most tender sirloin steak I've ever had in my life, to be honest. Like, normally sirloin steak, you don't expect much out of it, right? I mean, it can be chewable, but like this has decent marbling into it. Clean it up. Our hotel place of stay was the Centara Grand Osaka Hotel located in the heart of Namba, the city's vibrant entertainment and shopping district. It was clean, quite spacious, and conveniently located next door to the Namba Park shopping mall where the top floors of the complex offered a variety of excellent dining options. We had a chance to dine at one of the food establishments called Katsuki, located on the 6th floor, and the qualities of the tonkatsu pork paired with the sweet and sour dipping sauce along with a dab of the hot mustard made every bite scrumptious and delicious. Although this video does not cover my dining experience in depth at Katsuki, I would definitely say that eating here convinced me that there is no bad food in the city of Osaka.
First meal of the day for us today is going to be sashimi and sushi. This place right here was recommended to us by our friends. It's called Gokai Tachi. It's located just a few minutes from the morning market, so we're going to get a bite in before we head over to the market. Alright, so we just got seated. This place is a very small izakaya. We kind of struggled to figure out how to order at first, but we ordered an assortment of sashimis, rice bowl with uni and salmon roll, some nigiri, amongst some many other things that you try out. We heard great things about it, so the food's coming out right now. Let's just bake it. This right here is like a mountain of uni and salmon roll. I thought it was going to come out of a bowl, but they actually have like nigiri rolls underneath it. So wow, it's very fresh, really good. And they give like this flower of ginger. Very pretty. There we go. Good.
Seafood. Why are you talking about right now? We're eating right now.
Very fresh. You put the wasabi and the soy sauce, perfect combination. This right here is a medium fatty tuna. Wow. Wow. Kind of just like it dissolves in your mouth. Unagi. You don't even taste any fish texture on that. That unagi is like buttery. This piece of fatty tuna is like a jello block. It comes with fresh wasabi, so it's kind of like texture of jello. It's good. That was really good. I mean, that was our only seafood meal here in Osaka. Prior to this trip, we spent a lot of time in Hokkaido, and we got a good fill and share of seafood out there. So we weren't really craving it coming to Osaka, but we couldn't leave until we had some. Again, that was recommended by one of our friends who tried it and experienced it. They had nothing but raving reviews for it. I would say the same. Only thing I didn't really care for was the octopus, because I'm generally not a fan of octopus. The sashimi, everything else we ordered was very, very fresh. Come check it out. Gokai Tachi.
Now, if you know me, then no culinary venture on my list is complete without a good cup of coffee. There were various coffee shops and outlets we hit up during our stay in Osaka, but one place in particular that we adored was Wolf Coffee and Patisserie located in Kita. The establishment, although tiny, is located along a small alley and occupies both the first and second floor.
Alright, right now we are at a coffee shop called Wolf Patisserie Cafe. It's a tiny spot upstairs. There you go.
The quality of the coffee can be appreciated in every sip we had and is a fantastic example of true craftsmanship put into brewing every drink that is made to order.
It's so pretty, I don't even want to drink it. Yeah, that beats that vending machine stuff like 10 times. I mean, that stuff will hold you over, but I always need a good cup like that, so good.
As a family traveling with a young kid, we find that it's important for us to incorporate activities dedicated for the little ones while we're abroad.
Right now we're taking the little one to this place called Kids Plaza. I guess it's the very first educational museum for little ones, and we're gonna spend a few hours here, let her kill some time, burn her energy before we go off and discover the new place for our next meal.
This multi-storied facility offered plenty of educational and playful exhibits for kids to discover and explore at their own pace, and it also allowed us as parents to have a few hours to relax our feet. For anyone visiting Osaka with similar travel goals like us, I'd highly recommend paying this place a visit.
I've heard a lot of great things about the shop, Momotaro Jeans. They actually have multiple shops. We are here in Osaka at the Osaka location and just gonna pick up a pair of jeans. I heard they're very great quality, not cheap by any means. I normally don't buy myself anything when we shop and travel, but today I'm gonna pick myself up a pair, so let's go.
Momotaro jeans are constructed from 100% Zimbabwean cotton, which is known for their durability and unique fitting characteristics.
All right, so I just bought myself a pair, and what's great about the shop is they actually trim it to your preference and your style needs, right? So the gentleman here who helped me out is actually trimming my jeans and sewing them back together for my length. So it's actually a really cool experience. They're very helpful to staff, and looking forward to potentially buying more of their products in the future. Come check it out if you're near Osaka or in any of the cities here in Japan that carry their locations. All right, so we are at a place called Tetsuju, and one thing we have not tried on our trip here in Osaka is Okonomiyaki, which is a Japanese pancake that's cooked on a teppan grill. There's a place that was about 10 minutes away from our hotel place of stay. We're sitting right in front of a teppan grill, and apparently they cook it for you. And on top of that, we ordered a plate of yakisoba, just kind of pair with it. Keeping it simple, we want to just try the Okonomiyaki because, to my understanding, that's kind of unique to Osaka. Correct me if I'm wrong. We went with the all, which is going to come with some pork, seafood, and squid. So, just waiting. So this restaurant is actually pretty interesting. When you first walk in, they have some seating downstairs, but then they actually sat us upstairs. You have to walk up a pretty steep flight of stairs. I mean, no handrails. Was there handrails? Maybe. There were handrails, but it's just a little bit steep. But with little ones, it's even tougher, but we made it up. So upstairs, they have a tiny dining area for additional guests, which is where we are. Got this yakisoba right here, just a simple yakisoba, pork-based yakisoba. It's glossy, looks like there's plenty of flavor on there. Tasty, plenty of flavor. Alright, so they brought us our okonomiyaki, and like I said, this is the all combination. It comes with seafood, squid, and pork. They top it with some bonito flakes, and so it's so hot that the bonito flakes are kind of wiggling a little bit. It's like it's almost alive. And so it looks like there's some vegetables in there and just a bunch of the other stuff I mentioned. So yeah, never had it before, but Japanese pancake, also referred to as Japanese pizza. So let's try it out. I don't know if it's the right comparison, but the flavor profile very similar to a takoyaki, but just the outer layer is different. Obviously, there's a lot more crispy, whereas a takoyaki is a little bit more chewy, right, and doughy. So, but you can taste all the stuff I mentioned. You can taste the seafood, you can taste the pork, and there's some cabbage in there as well. Tetsuju. Alright, so if you guys know of another place to have even better okonomiyaki, let me know in the comments below. Whether it's here in Osaka or somewhere else in Tokyo, neighboring city, love to try it out. I actually really enjoyed them much better than a takoyaki, which is complete opposite of Jiki because she's a huge takoyaki lover. Okay, so we are at a very local place called Tenjinbashi Suji Shopping Street, and there's a very local restaurant called Washoku Nabedokoro. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. But what we ordered is a cold soba set, and Jiki ordered a traditional sukiyaki set that you actually cook yourself from start, from every step. So this is going to be very interesting. I've never seen this done before. This is my most favorite part, adding the wasabi to the soba dip. There you go right here. Cold soba noodles. That sauce is obviously what makes the dish, right? Adding the wasabi is a whole new thing for me. That looks ready.
egg right here. Yeah. Swirl that meat in there. Sweet. Wow. Sweet and savory. You can't taste the egg, but that sauce, that mirin sauce, very good. The egg gives it like an extra coating of glossiness when you eat it.
Osaka, what a beautiful city. I had not spent enough time here until this trip. 3 days was definitely not enough. If I ever have a chance to do it again in the future, I would spend at least 1 week out here as a foodie. There's so many good food options. Right now we are continuing our trip to Tokyo for the next part of our adventure. If you watched me up to this point, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Take care, bye-bye.